That was November, Blur, by Local H, off of their 2008 album 12 Angry Months. This was a concept album that had 12 tracks, each track representing a month in the year. Sounded like some 1990s Local H to me, and I feel like it's a good sign of what we'll be hearing from Blind Melon today, since we're listening to some 2008 Blind Melon instead of the 90s Blind Melon that most people would be content to listen to. Hi, my name is Bean, and you're watching Battle of the Band. We're on day 1 of the Blind Melon tournament, and that is match 1 in round 1. We just finished up our Juliana Barwick tournament, like moments ago, and we should just go ahead and get started on the new thing. We don't sit around and wait for the new thing to happen around here. Blind Melon, for those of you who don't know, is an alternative rock band formed in 1990. They did have a breakup in 1999, and they also had a death in the band in 1995. Their original lead singer, Shannon Hoon, died of an overdose in 1995. However, the band continued to make albums for a little while before they broke up, and then they got back together and broke up again, and are currently still back together. Their style is more of a folk rock style, like a blues rock, a little bit of grunge, but a whole lot of psychedelia and roots rock in there too. I haven't heard anything from the band besides their self-titled debut album. They've also had another album with Shannon Hoon, and that is Soup. And then they came out with For My Friends, which was their last album, as far as full-length albums go. However, they did come out with a couple of songs. They have released a compilation album called Nico. We're going to be listening to songs from that. That was released in 1996. They also had a song for Schoolhouse Rock in 1996, 3 as a Magic Number. Soup was released in 95, the year Shannon Hoon had died, and Blind Melon, their self-titled album, was released in 1992. They do have a couple of extra songs outside of their 2008 effort. After they had gotten back together in 2010, they have released 5 songs since then, 2 in 2019, 2 in 2020, and 1 in 2021. And those are from an album that is to be announced. I don't know anything about that, like if there's actually an album in the works, if they have a plan there, what's happening. So overall, we have 61 songs up in competition from Blind Melon. So there won't be very many buys in the first round. We're only 3 songs short of the 64 song tournament, so I think that makes just 3 buys. We're going to start with 2 songs off of their final album so far, For My Friends. First we'll start with So High, which is off of For My Friends from 2008. This is, of course, as I said, the only album not to feature Shannon Hoon on vocals. This one has a guy called Travis Warren on vocals instead. So we'll see if he's going to try to be sound alike or if he's trying to do his own thing. The second song we'll be listening to is Hypnotized, which is track 10 from that same album. It's a good idea, I think, to start off our brand new tournament with 2 songs that are not songs anyone who knows Blind Melon is going to know. In fact, we're going to be listening to No Rain very late in the tournament. Probably about midway through the first round, I think. But let's go ahead and get into these newer songs and see how they are. Well, relatively newer. They're from the last album they put out. These songs are actually about like 14 years old. But anyhow, here's So High.
survive a cut so deep it shows the other side. I could die in the sky and leave this world behind. I get so high, let free. All in the world seems like one big puzzle piece that we're floating on. If Lennon was here, he would sing this part. If Lennon was here, he would sing this
That's a little boisterous to claim that if you had John Lennon alive, you could be able to have him on your song. Probably should have said if Shannon was alive, he would have sang this part. That's just me. Pretty good song otherwise. I really like the guitars in that one. The bass was super nice and groovy. Overall, a pretty groovy song. I enjoyed that. Let's check out Hypnotized from the same album.
What would you do if I told you you wouldn't have to worry anymore? Throw all your scars in the ocean, sink to the floor and disappear forever. Dreaming that's got me by this far. Without it, I'd be lost in the wind. Some days I can't get out of my own bed, but others I play along instead.
Well, that song was pretty cool too. Pretty tough choice between those two, actually. They were jamming out on that one too. This definitely veers into jam band territory. Kind of has a Jane's Addiction feel to it a little bit too, which I'm not opposed to. I like Jane's Addiction. I think today I'm gonna go with So High though, and see how that one can do in the tournament. Maybe 2x4 isn't very good. We'll find out. Or is it 2 times 4? I don't know. We've got social media if you want to talk about it. We've got Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. There's also a TikTok account. If you feel like these videos are a bit too long and you wish they were shortened down, check out the TikTok account. I'll link the songs as well as the tournament bracket down in the description of the video, but if you look down below me here, you'll see the tournament bracket URL has appeared, and you can type that into any web browser and check it out that way as well. We have a Venmo and a Cash App for anyone who'd like to donate to the channel. You can do so through that. And in return for a $10 donation, you can get one of these No Ringo, No Life buttons. Just make sure to leave an address with that donation. Like this video if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share with anyone you know who might be into this kind of content, and let me know down in the comments which of these 2 songs you would have chosen if it were you in the hot seat today. That's all the Blind Melon we've got going for the day, and that's the rest of the music for the day. Hope you enjoyed the long day. I will see you tomorrow, though, for some more Thrash Bash, Pixies, Blind Melon. It's like we're reliving the past here. Hope you all have a great night, fantastic afternoon, and a wonderful morning. Thanks for hanging out. Bye. Blind Melon for those. Blind Melon. Blind Melon. Blind Melon.